Hello everyone, my name is Clancy and welcome to the Clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we get into the video, please do me a favor by smashing the like button so that guys, the algorithm can go and fetch us more members of the clan so that they can come and rub their own two IQs together and spark their own opinion. But before I go any further, guys, thank you so much for your support and everybody that's super thanking the channel. Thank you guys so very much. So anyways, let's go to the self-appointed expert comments. I'm a bit of in a hurry because I have to run somewhere as well. Let's do this and okay, let me get myself a little bit comfortable here. And let's go to Wellington, who says corruption cancer is everywhere. Don't trust everybody, but suspect everybody. I couldn't agree more with that. Then we have Gugushanga, who says basically the judge is telling the defense to help the state in continuing with this story they are busy cooking. Basically, that's what I also understood. And some people are like, you need to learn how to listen. I'm like, but are you listening to what the judge was saying? And that precedent that you pulled out, for me, is still manipulation to the defense, right? And then we have Deborah who says, my lord, I submit with due respect that we are not here to assist the state to prove it's a fabricated case. Absolutely. What this judge read doesn't relate to what the state is doing right now. Mr. Fingers can't hide that. He is in favor of Baloy and the crew. Absolutely. Everything that he did on Monday, it was quite interesting to see that he is still on the side of the state. And my question was more like, what happened to Judge President not being happy for postponement? But now, let's go on. Conto says, nope, Judge President becomes angry when the postponement comes up from the defense side. Oh, right? He is okay with states allegedly. Imagine the judge didn't understand what he read. I don't think he did either. Like I said, he replaced R versus Hepworth to manipulate the defense. It says it is the duty of the prosecutor to put all relevant information is placed before the presiding officer. But the 30% are saying something totally different. They say we misunderstood Rada. It must not be left to the accused to do so. Like, that's how the CPA works, right? Who proves the case beyond a reasonable doubt? I know, whatever. Takani says information cooked, reading 150 pages. These prosecutors has lost their minds. Cunning prosecutor. Like we were going to be subjected to that. It was clear that that entire Monday was about this guy reading as slowly as possible the entire day, 151 pages of nothingness. And none of these bank statements that he was reading were from 2014. They were all way after 2014. And we are in this court regarding something that happened in October 2014. Very interesting. Vuyo says Gananda is sitting somewhere controlling this tautology he called, also called judge. Then we have Maruping, who says maybe the judge president should come and sit here and tell us what makes him happy and what doesn't. We need clarity as ordinary citizens, and so does the defense. Hopefully, yeah, I see what you did there with Rata's name. We'll step back and step back a little bit. Then we have, I'll just say Mikado. Judge Rada as cruel as a snake, allegedly. Then we have user who say it would definitely have been a big problem if it was the defense that had caused this. Even the fact that Baloy is absent and we were not told why he's absent and why the judge was not blowing steam about Baloy not being in court like he has done with Mr. Mgomezulu, it's quite telling. Tulani says, why do you allow ambush tactics in your court, Mr. Lord, my lord? Not once, not twice. Even the future is still coming. My lord, you're wrong. Defending yourself. Lindiwe says the judge president's unhappiness is selective. It depends who causes the delay, seemingly. Magic says he just told the defense to prove their client's innocence. Yeah, of course they need to. He needs to prove the client's innocence by rebutting what the state puts on the table, right? Then we have Rosina who says, if justice in South Africa is how Judge Tatata is doing, we are a joke in the whole world. All criminals can come here as long as they do have powers. He is embarrassing Hashem. Noza says, he must wink again. Maybe his winking will assist the very same defense that he said doesn't understand English. The same defense that he treated like trash. He is just a disgrace in the league of grandfathers. I feel very sorry for those who were convicted for offenses they didn't commit. I wonder how does these people sleep at night? They don't care. Clearly, they don't care. Then we have Lucas who say Mr. Holmes will never come back to court. Sometimes I think maybe he's not, but we'll hear this morning if he's going to come. The judge didn't comment much on his absence because he was briefed by Baloy behind the curtains. There's a chance. Lehlo Honolo says documents must conveniently not visible enough. Like, really, what standard bank will send unclear documents? Like, really, it's like going to an ATM or going in the bank to do a printout and then the printout is not clear. Some numbers are like, what? Come on. Tobela Cletus, Tobela. And the clan family, thank you so much, Little Honolo. Well, user says this judge is bought, allegedly. Now, the way I understand this is that the judge says the defense must help the state do its work. Never. Work or never. What an embarrassment. Like, where? Where in a criminal law where the defense? Man, come on. No, I agree with you. I'm with you there, user, what you are saying. I'm just expanding on what you were saying. Marcus say, family, how come the judge didn't make an issue about the absence of the state witness? Like not only for Monday, Tuesday as well. No tantrums were thrown, no wasting of court's time, no unhappiness of the JP. Like, what's going when they put the date of the 13th, they were accommodating him, Mr. Host. That's what I also understood, that we were postponing because Mr. Host is not going to be available. But no explanation as to why he was not there. Okay, then we have Duchess Dame. Hello, Duchess Dame. I haven't seen you in a long time. Lidla amakwebuvu leli jaji bese liza ecourt lizosi cwanekela ngokuqhuba intwala ngewisa kadeleli go. I don't know if I made sense with my Zulu there. Noga says, morning, my clan family. The defense must reject this request with the contempt it deserves. The very same defense that he said is not fluent in English, the very same defense that he treats like trash. What happened to the watertight evidence that the state was talking about? Exactly. Even him saying the defense must assist, it's a setup. This Madonna cannot be trusted. He is just a disgrace in the league of grandfathers. Definitely. Okay, I see you have expanded now because I'm like, okay, I didn't read this, but I see you put it into proper perspective. I think maybe you kind of doubted the first one. I understood you. Aurelia, I love this name. I love this name so much. He came to waste time so that Baloy will go cook. Allegedly, there's a chance. We don't know. Uh, to me, it sounds like there's an ingredient that was discontinued in 2014. Now they're busy, the scientists are busy kind of like creating an artificial replica of that ingredient. Though the soup is not going to taste the same, but the soup is there nonetheless. Then we have Lindela who says, I'm so happy to see Ndanzi laughing at Sibanda. Watch the video till the end. I saw the bank printouts. So if the printouts, okay, wait. From what I understand, those documents are in the disk. So why doesn't this Sibanda person go into the disk and see what those three numbers that he can't see with what is in Ramos Sipili? Because that's what we're told. Most of this information is in the disk. Why didn't he go and plug it and beam it in the court and say, oh yeah, these are the numbers that are missing in the printout? None on that. Kamo says, basically meaning he who alleges must approve, right? Let me read that again. Basically meaning he who alleges must approve. It sounds like that. Camelo says, he's sighing. South Africa, ne? It is. Lindy says, I was hoping he was going to say he's dismissing that. I also was hoping the same thing. Like, after all this that was going on behind closed doors, he would have said, listen, you don't have a case. I'm going to dismiss this whole thing. But he's still going to... Yeah, ne? Macaulay says, interestingly, Judge President doesn't mind when the delay is caused by the state. In my opinion, the Wednesday postponement is deliberately created to wait for Baloy. I also think so. He doesn't want his junior chef, Sibanda, to spoil the pot that they have been cooking all along with his cronies. Sibanda is more like the waiter. He seems to be powerless when it comes to what happens thereafter, since Rata said, well, according to Section 20, the defense says they admit this and then he was left naked, literally. Lindani says, hi, Lily Judge Kodwa Simakade. The so-called judge holds the head like, oh, God. And then we have Timothea. Clancis, we signed the petition. What is happening? What happened? Where is it? I think I did make a response here, and this is what I said. I'm just in the dark as you. Remember, I did say that I am not the author of it or involved in the drafting of it. All I did was to bring awareness of it and encouraged everyone to sign it. However, the time I heard, the last time I heard, I was supposed to say, it was taken to a lawyer to make some amendments, particularly turning it into an affidavit for JSC. So the structure needs to be in a affidavit, not the way it is. So of course, only a lawyer that can assist with that. As to where it is right now, I have no idea. That's how I responded. Vuyo says, Judge President, don't get upset when it is the state that is delaying the case, especially if the defense has to put noise in these shenanigans and help them to get documents. No, Judge President is selective in his anger, which now I'm beginning to think Judge President says nothing. He doesn't say anything. Tidi Anna says he would be if it was the defense causing the delays, and Rata would not fail to remind them all the time. All the time. Demko says, hurry up and wait. In this case of so-called Judge Mara, his deeds is a pure prosecutor of note, right? And then we have Mari Cluster who says Rata Baloy is the mastermind. Lock him up with that and I will shut that corrupt name until or shout that corrupt name until they put them behind bars. So this is Baloy and Geninda, you are saying. And then we have user who says, so in other words, if the state is prolonging the matter, it's okay. It's not black prosecutors this, but the defense is supposed to help. We are all officers of the court suddenly. Suddenly. Tafila says, hi, clientess. I said it, the absence of prosecutor. Yes, it was you. On top of that, the witness, Mr. Host, and our judge never fume or vent to the state, but read as a comfort case, whatever this trial is unfair. Oh, Sylvia says, Clancy, you are doing a great job. Thank you so much, Sylvia. We listen and understand how you explain. Much love. Those negative people, that they are even bothering themselves by entering your channel, or maybe they are getting some of the money. Oh, well, most of them do. Or they were in the house. Money is involved. I know that some of them are kind of like assigned to some of us. So yeah, I know. Aurelia says, "You, this guy is wasting time." Gosh, yeah. When it's convenient for him, he does, eh? Then we have Colin. Hi, Colin. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I was actually wondering why defense was quiet through all this yesterday after such a long postponement. They said nothing through Rata and Sibanda's nonsense. I think they were being strategic. We are going to see and hear some action from them, or when it's their turn to turn up this heat. Lindy will say, so the court proceeded without a witness. And Sibanda was the bank expert. Now, when it's time for cross examination by the defense, is Sibanda going to take the stand to answer to these banks? What's going on? What's going to happen? Especially the ones that were not subject to Section 220. Then we have user who says PJ is happy with this gogo Rada 50-year experience. He can't do anything cause they cooking it together. The storyline, allegedly. Then we have Octavia who says, yeah, Rada my lord, Travisto. Traveso won't bring 205s. You can read tons and tons that won't help. Rather, why was Goose not in court? Who's Goose? Did he say anything to you? Did he call you? If it was the defense, would you be quiet? You 50 years experience doesn't mean anything. Surrender, surrender, surrender. It's not cooking. I love the clan. I'm telling you. Then we have US Spark who says, trust rather to code African speaking people. For sure, he would have been given a chance. She would have been an African speaker himself. He loves them. What Rata is saying is that if defense feels he is being unfair, they must just tell him. That will help. I won't say Masham. Then we have Lerato who says Lomkulu Ubema through. How can the defense help the state when they said they have everything on a disc, like for real? Exactly. Oh, I nearly forgot the state is honest. Your sarcasm. And then we have Rose who says, no. Rata should never drag Ngomezulu into his mess. He created it, enjoyed it, and must now live with it. Wow. 2 days or more listening to withdrawals from banks from 2018 onwards. Incredible indeed. But who killed Senzo? Yes. That's all we want to know. Users say, I don't get it. Is the bank not supposed to bring the owner of that statement who doesn't even have an ID number? We don't even know they are a living being or a robot or a living being or robot because the accused ID numbers are being read for the record, but not the robot from the bank is not make sure, right? What is the robot's ID? That's a good one. I didn't think about that. And then we have Ntati who says Judge President becomes unhappy only when Mgomezulu is sick or defense asks for adjournment to familiarize themselves with the new evidence from the state as they are being ambushed. Yep. And then we have Marupeng who says the font of a bank statement is supposed to be very clear. Exactly. Unless it was altered and copied multiple times. Exactly, depreciating the quality. That's true. Then we have Mary Cluster who says Rata failed his upbringing of raising him the truthful. Now his mother's tears wherever she is can't dry up until he shows the truth. Better die with the truth than for entertain lies. I will never know, hey? Because sometimes you do have to ask yourself, were you raised by a pack of wolves? Honestly speaking, because how you are displaying yourself in public, all of us represent how we were brought up. All of us. Then we have Noluba Balo who says, I'm the first one to do them both. Great. Then Colin says, so since there is about 150 pages of transactions in these bank statements, maybe I shouldn't blame the prosecution for not bringing any added witnesses today. My jaw was like, I was also powerless to even gather any strength I had to be angry. In other words, he's saying, the state is okay to delay and postpone and withhold documents. I don't blame them. Wow, isn't that great how this judge shield and cover for the state so nicely? And some people say this is a fair trial. And I even heard somebody say, as far as this is concerned, the state has proven its case beyond a reasonable doubt. You know, pseudo-intellectuals, they are very interesting people that I don't like hanging out with, by the way. The state can do no wrong, guys, not with Rata as a judge. Yes. User says, Baloy is causing the delay and you know it's Mr. 50 years experience to protect him. Then we have Mdu who says, Lendo ayifundayo naye ngathi uyikhanda manje. We can't dare manje, man. The time when he was reading it, he ran and made sure he picked up some frivolous authority from goodness knows where and said, I'm going to manipulate the defense with it and even tell them to help the state to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. Then we have baby boy 238 who says TT the JP is also playing for the same team. So why would he worry? Why would he worry him? Because this is in their plan. He is involved in this cooking, allegedly. Well, this is the carpet or the bed that he is making. He's gonna lie on it someday. That is if he is involved. User say Judge Rata, Mukhwatleng, and Kininda know each other very well in a case state versus Richard Mdluli. Oh, really? Rata was presiding and Kininda, investigating officer, they clean SAPS secret fund. I didn't know that. All says this madala kitsotsi uviga ngestupa. He's very biased and manipulative, allegedly. The state must take to account for unnecessary delays. Cookies. Yeah, yeah, ne? Positive Vibes 1982 says, so according to Sibanda, Standard Bank provided statements with some unclear information. Njani Standard Bank. I like how you threw it to Standard Bank. Standard Bank taking some stray bullets. Right. And then we have Mka. Let's just say Mka. I'm sorry, it's a long name. I'm trying to find a way. Kind of. I see Richard though. This judge, I don't know what he wants. Looked at Advocate Ngomezulu, came with the evidence that the state does not have because he cannot rely on the state for the evidence. Yeah, Ngomezulu had a 205 as well of Kelly Kumalo and said, Ho said something that was not in the 205. Then we have Tebuho who says, Judge, you are fair. Please avoid to listen to this case from YouTubers. A 30%er has visited us because YouTubers. Let me tell you something, Tebuho. If your brain is dead, can you stay Filet and don't come here ever again? And then we have, there's another dead brain. Johnny who says, Clancy, please give poor judge to his work. I don't know what that means. And stop this thing listening to that want to. What the hell are you saying? Listening is a skill. You need to go back to school. You can't listen to answer, listen to understand. Hey, banaba fair to 30%ers. Yeah, wonderful when you're not even a 30%. You ran away from school, period. Like, I don't know when you ran away the first period or the first lunch break. I don't know. You just need to go back to school, period. Then come back and talk to me. And then we have Sylvia who says, don't go, try your best. You were not supposed to tamper with the documents and us a faint printer. Right? We need originals. And this crook says nothing. Just agree. This nonsense. Like for real. Like for real. Then Rosina says, if justice in South Africa is how Judge Tatata is doing, we are a joke in the world. All criminals can come here and as long as they have the power, like money. Yeah, absolutely. Gosh. You know, you have to feel sorry for people that are on trial without cameras and the entire world seeing the proceedings. That is where I am right now. The fear of probably some people who are being prosecuted and a judge is siding with the state to ensure that these individuals are locked up for life for something they did not do. And the cameras are not there. Anyways, guys, that was the last self-appointed expert comment. So, guys, like I said, I'm rushing somewhere. I gotta go. So, if you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everybody that's super thanking the channel. You guys, I do see you in the analytics. I highly appreciate you so much. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what do you think about. I think by now we all know what we think about what's going on in that courtroom, except for the 30%ers and the dead brains. That keep trying my channel, for goodness sake. You're not allowed here. And also, share this video far and wide. I'll see you next time with a new video. My brain is just rushing out. Goodbye, guys. Bye. Have a great day. Much love.